Welcome to my channel, Frame the Story, where we dive deep into both successful and unsuccessful book-to-film adaptations, analyzing how well films capture the essence of the original story and what filmmakers can learn from the source material. Today, we'll be dissecting one of the most iconic adaptations of our time, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Let's explore how this epic finale translates from page to screen. So let's start with the plot. The second half of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows focuses on Harry, Ron, and Hermione's quest to destroy Voldemort's Horcruxes, culminating in the Battle of Hogwarts and Harry's final confrontation with Voldemort. The book is packed with details from the trio's escape from Gringotts on the back of a dragon to Harry's reflective journey towards self-sacrifice in the Forbidden Forest. Additionally, the layers of complexity in the plot, like Dumbledore's backstory and Snape's hidden heroism, are deeply explored. But how does the film handle this? Part 2 of the film condenses most of this to keep the action moving at a faster pace. Key events like the Gringotts heist and the final battle remain, but the emotional beats and some important backstories are trimmed down to maintain the film's momentum. For example, the Elder Wand's fate and Harry's internal struggles are lessened to make way for more dramatic visual effects, such as the intense final duel between Harry and Voldemort. Instead of the quiet public confrontation from the book, the movie amps up the spectacle with a visually striking fight where Harry and Voldemort clash in a private, almost surreal battle that includes them flying together around the crumbling Hogwarts. Now, let's talk about themes. In the book, sacrifice, love, and death are central. Harry's acceptance of his fate, like his willingness to die to defeat Voldemort, carries the emotional weight of the story. Rowling dives into the symbolic power of death, and it's not just about literal mortality, but about understanding life, fear, and self-sacrifice. The film captures these themes visually, particularly through moments like Harry's walk to the Forbidden Forest, where the use of low, wide-angle shots emphasize his isolation and the weight of his impending sacrifice. The dim, muted lighting creates a somber mood, highlighting the gravity of his decision he's about to face. In sequences like the Battle of Hogwarts, the rapid pace and chaotic camera movements focus more on physical, intense stakes of the war than on the emotional battle the characters face. So, the themes of loss and sacrifice, which are so central to the book, are only briefly touched on amid the action. Even in more emotionally charged scenes of the film, like Snape's memories in the Pensieve, the close-up shots and soft lighting beautifully portray Snape's vulnerability to his lifelong devotion to Lily Potter. The book spends significant time delving into the nature of death, love, and sacrifice, while the movie uses visual storytelling techniques to hint at these ideas without fully exploring their depth. The camera work and lighting often heighten the emotional beats, but they don't compensate for the reduced introspection on death as a moral and symbolic force, which is thoroughly examined in Rowling's narrative. Now, let's look at how characters differ between the book and the movie. In the book, Harry is much more introspective. He grapples with his own fears, his losses, and ultimately his fate. The film, however, makes Harry more of an action hero. His inner conflicts are overshadowed by the epic battles and dramatic sequences. Voldemort in the book is a multifaceted villain, terrified of death and desperate for immortality. The film portrays Voldemort as a ruthless and terrifying figure, using low-angle shots to enhance his dominance and menace. However, his internal fears of death, which are deeply explored in the book, are largely absent. The emotional depth of Voldemort's fear and Harry's moral superiority, which drive the book's climax, are sidelined in favor of an action-packed visual. Snape, on the other hand, is one of those characters who benefits from the visual storytelling. Alan Rickman's performance adds layers of vulnerability to Snape, especially in the Pensieve sequence, though the nuanced details of his relationship with Dumbledore and his motivations are explored more fully in the book. For any filmmakers out there, here are some tips for adapting books like The Deathly Hallows. First, balance action with emotional depth. Don't let character development be lost in visual spectacle. Second, stay true to the core themes of the story. Your adaptation should have to make justice to the emotional weight of those moments. Finally, use cinematic techniques like lighting and camera angles to enhance the narrative rather than overshadowing it. To wrap it all up, both the book and the movie deliver a powerful conclusion to the Harry Potter series, though they take different approaches. The book gives us a deeper emotional journey, while the movie focuses on action and visual spectacle by using lighting, camera angles, and dramatic shots in its favors. Each has its own strengths, but for fans who love that deeper connection with characters, the book offers more space to reflect on their emotional arcs. So, what's your take? Did the movie live up to the book for you? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Frame the Story for more deep dives into your favorite book-to-film adaptations.